There we go. And welcome to another ride. Vlog, I guess. Well, we'll see how much vlogging we actually do. Kind of just doing the ride part. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about today. It's kind of just whatever comes to mind on the fly. Sometimes I'll make a little list of some bullet points or whatever, but well, I didn't do that today. Today I'm like, you know what? Let's just wing it. See what happens. We'll talk about whatever we see or whatever comes to mind, and just enjoy the ride part of it. I mean, it'll be chaptered up anyway for anything interesting. Like my other more recent ones I put into chapters. It's just that way if you want to skip a part, it's just easy to do. Which I like when I'm watching other videos, so I assume that's what people like when they're watching mine. I don't think you'd want just like one long video with no chapters. But today we're going that way. I'm not even 100% sure where I'm going. It's just we're going to go a direction and maybe turn off somewhere, maybe not, who knows. We'll see what we see. It's a really, really warm day. It's like 27 degrees out. That's Celsius. So I don't know what that converts to in Fahrenheit for Americans. But, I mean, I don't know. Look it up. I would Google it and look it up right now, but I'm busy riding a bike and yakking. So, in Canada, it's Celsius. As I like to say, it's fucking hot outside, man. We're currently going up Glanford, and then we'll go up like West Saanich Road, and might go by the airport, might go further up, I don't know. And whenever the weather's like good, I can't help myself. I gotta get out on the bike, yeah. I wonder if this light will change by the time I get to it. Eh, probably not. Like a worse place. Oh, now it changed. I hate when lights are at the bottom of a hill like that because it can be hard to stop on a bike. Again, riding in the 2-4 configuration that I usually do. That's gear 4 on the bike and pedal assist 2. So it's a good spot for still being able to get exercise, pedal. It gets lots of range. And you know, I can leave it on that and still get up a hill because the motor helps get up there. So. But that's what I tend to ride on for these longer rides. Although lately I don't really do too many short rides. Oh, there's an ice cream truck. And they came by our house yesterday, and my daughter got like an ice cream cone. It was like $10. I'm like, holy fuck. For an ice cream cone? You paid $10? I mean, I don't really eat ice cream, so very rarely. Because I kind of try to stick to my carnivore keto thing, so If I ever do have like ice cream or something, you know, I'm breaking my diet, which I will do sometimes. But then I'll always follow that up with a fast, usually a 24-hour one. But I tend to just try to stay away from like sugary things or. The light's green. Oh, it was green. That didn't last very long. Holy fuck. That light lasted like about as long as a virgin on his first go with a woman. Just fucking over like that, you know. What I'm saying is the light was short. Oh yeah, when you're not moving, it gets freaking hot. But we'll be going through a nice tree kind of spot too. So there's a lot of trees up that way, so that'll get the heat off. Hopefully the camera don't overheat. That would suck. I mean, I'm hoping like the movement of the bike is like I have to keep it kind of cool. I have heard that GoPros can overheat easily, so I don't know. We'll see. Cruising down here now. A weird looking tree. It's like pot leaves almost. Are they growing weed in the city? I think those are a little bit big for pot plants. So. I don't really know my plants that well. Like if you showed me a tomato plant, for example, next to a pot plant, and there was no tomatoes on the tomato, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one was which. Oh, there's a McChuck's. That one at least looks like somewhat fun. Like it's still got the old like the red roofs and stuff. It doesn't look like the prison hellscapes like the newer ones. I mean, I still wouldn't eat there, but as far as like outward appearances go, yeah, it looks kind of fun. Okay, and now McDonald's is oof. No, thank you. Now Floyd's is just up here. I don't know if the camera can see that. We're passing this big building. It's Floyd's Diner. Went there once. Holy fuck, were they good. I gotta go back there. I mean, not today because we're busy. Talk about good food though. If you're in Victoria, I highly recommend that one. It's on West Saanich Road by whatever that fucking plaza was back there. I imagine most of the Floyd's are probably good. That's just a particular one that I went to that was awesome. It was busy too, like it was hard to get a table. We got in there early, so we got our table pretty fast. But while we were eating, we saw like so many people just sitting there waiting. Cause yeah, the place is packed. I can see why it's packed though. There's really good food there. So. I get it. But again, I mean, I try not to go to restaurants too often anyway, because it's just so expensive. And then like the tipping culture too is nuts. Like I'll tip, but I'll tip 20%, which I've said this before. But I'll say it again, you know, I mean, 20%, I mean, if that's not enough, go fuck yourself. I see some of these places, they'll have like a sign on the restaurant, it's like, if you're not tipping 30%, don't bother coming, so I don't bother coming there. Well, fuck you, I'll go home then. I know the restaurant experience isn't like as good as it used to be. It used to be fun to go to a restaurant. You know, in the 90s, which isn't even that long ago, I used to go to Denny's And literally for $5 you could get a burger with fries and a coffee. And it'd be like $5, $6. And then sometimes I would leave them a 10 and it'd be like a great tip. But I mean, try to do that now. And this is only in the 90s, so it just shows you like how fast the price of shit has gone up. Like holy fuck. Like just since the pandemic even, like stuff has gone insanity. Like prices in 2019 were like probably half of what they are now. I mean, you go to a Denny's now to get a burger and a coffee, you're paying like $30. You know, and then you gotta like tip and everything on top of that. So you like want to take two people to Denny's, it's like $70-$80. And that's for Denny's, like, Denny's like the higher end fucking place. I'm afraid to see what their costs. But I don't really go out to restaurants much. A lot of times if I do, I'll just fucking get takeout. But I mean, lately I've just been cooking at home mostly. Because I mainly like to just eat burger patties and eggs anyway. That's what I kind of stick to. So I have that like once or twice a day. And I'm good. Been doing that for like 2 years. It's been really good. Cereal, now what a fucking joke that is. Like I don't touch cereal now. I see a box of cereal and to me it just looks like a box of poison. Like you see the ingredients in cereal, it's like, oh, brutal. And then the big fiber lie, which you don't need fiber. How do I know? Because I haven't eaten fiber in 2 years, and guess what? It had no effect on me. In fact, my poops are better without fiber than they were with it. So, fiber, that's a big lie. It's like the whole breakfast, like the most important meal of the day. Like, it's not true. I mean, it's called break fast because you're breaking a fast. It's better actually to wait after you wake up, like instead of just shoving shit in your mouth. Like wait a few hours, you know, as much as you can. Like on my work days, I kind of can't really do that because I gotta eat before work because I don't eat at work. And I find if I eat after work before I go to bed, well then I wind up with like indigestion and shit. So. Because you got to give time for shit to digest. You just try to lay down right away after eating, and it all just goes up in your throat and shit, and it sucks. So, on a work day, I tend to just eat before work, and then that's it. I'll eat just that once that day. That's it. And then sometimes at work, like if I don't feel like doing the whole 24-hour fast, I'll take like some beef jerky or something. But or I'll get those hard-boiled egg packages that we sometimes have. But yeah, generally I won't eat any of the chips or any of that other stuff, or the sugar and crap. I just drink my tea. Tea with a bit of cream and some stevia in it. Liquid stevia. Just a few drops and you're good to go. And that's worked out really well for me. And then I drink coffee, but I only seem to drink like cold coffee these days, which I make myself. I just basically pour a pot of coffee into a pitcher. I just recently got a glass pitcher to cut down on the microplastics. So now I make it in a glass pitcher. But I'll brew a pot of coffee, I pour it in there, I add some liquid stevia and some cream, like not very much. And then I just put that in the fridge, and then when it's nice and cold, then I drink it. Sometimes I'll put it in I do have a plastic pitcher, sometimes I'll pour it into there once it's cold, because then it doesn't matter. And then I'll make another one, so that way I got a constant flow of iced coffee I can be sucking back. Because I do love my iced coffee. And the stuff I make is actually healthy. Because it doesn't have all the shit that they normally put in iced coffee when you buy it. And I find the stuff I make tastes better. That's the kicker. So I have that, or I have hot tea. And then I do my eggs and my beef patties, or bacon, you know. Pretty basic, not very interesting. Like chicken, I never cook at home because I'm not a good cook when it comes to chicken. So if I want chicken, I go out for it. Like an old car. But I love like fried chicken and shit, but I can't really cook it. So, but I don't get it like that often either. It's expensive to eat out. It used to be reasonable, which I covered already. But that's all I really need to say about that, I suppose. I mean, I've talked about it before, anyways. Like I do my carnivore thing, and it works. See, now we're in a nice shady part with lots of trees, so this is good. You know, all that wound up stemming just because I rode by a McDonald's. That's how it goes. Some birdhouses ahead here. Fresh eggs, if we can get those. They're kind of cheap. You know? I usually just get like whatever in the grocery store. I'll get just a pack of the white eggs, 18 of them, like $7. I know the farm eggs are probably better, but it's not really that convenient for me to go get them. I guess on the bike I could do it, but I don't know what they charge. I'd have to look that up. If it was reasonable, I might start doing that. I'll have to look into that. Because I do eat a lot of eggs. But eggs are amazing for you. They have like practically every vitamin you need. You probably live off of just eggs. But I find like, you know, eggs and beef, that's what I mainly stick with. I don't cook a lot of steaks because I suck at it. I either burn it or undercook it. There seems to be no in between. It's either way too overcooked or it's way undercooked, and then I'm risking like poison or something. You don't have undercooked meat. Like I was literally one time I cooked a steak, I thought it looked perfectly done. Went to cut it open, the fucking thing was like frozen in the middle. I'm like, oh shit, gotta cook that more. Then I cooked it way too much. And then like $20 down the toilet. Oh, look at that car. Holy fuck, that's old. People will be out on their old cars today. So anyway, I don't get steak that much. I've kind of given up on steak, really. Like maybe at a restaurant I get it, but I don't like getting it at a restaurant either because they charge like so much and they give you hardly anything. I'll give you an example. This one time I ordered I think it was Uptown Bistro, I want to say. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on the name, but I'm pretty sure it was them. I ordered it was like a steak burger thing they had, or it was a little steak thing, right? This fucking thing was like the size of a hockey puck. It was small as fuck and it cost $30. And it was gone in like 4 bites. I'm like, wow, what a colossal waste of money. I mean, I get it, like steak's expensive, so if we get it at a restaurant, of course it's gonna be like crazy expensive. So I stick with burgers or something when I go to restaurants. Or chicken. I'm not one of these rare steak guys either. I don't want bloody steak, because I'm not a vampire. I want it cooked. The people that really don't get it are the ones that want these fucking rare hamburgers. It's like, it's hamburger, you dumbass. It's supposed to be fully cooked. It's dangerous to eat like undercooked hamburger. You can actually die that way. by the center of the universe. This is like an observatory. You gotta go up a bunch of hills, shit, or whatever, stairs. I'm not doing that. I'm not the biggest fan of hills. Unless I'm going down them, then it's alright. It's one of the reasons I ride e-bikes. I mean, I could ride a regular pedal bike just fine. But I don't like pedaling up fucking hills. So motors are nice to have for that. I think of my e-bike again while it's still legal to do, before they decide to fuck with that and ruin it too. Then I'll just go to a normal bike if that happens. Like there's people that are pushing for like, they want license and insurance on a bicycle. And it's like, fuck off. That's the benefit of riding a bicycle. You don't have to pay for that shit. Having a license, pay more fees, it just sucks your wallet dry, you know? I mean, I ride a bike to save money. I don't need that crap being fucking, if I gotta pay all that insurance and everything else, you know, then fuck it, I'll get a car. Or a motorbike. You know? I'm not getting a driver's license for a fucking pedal bike. Or even an electric bike, I mean. It's just stupid. You ride that stuff to save money. But everything's about the almighty dollar these days. As soon as you find like some kind of a loophole, like, oh, I don't have to pay for fucking all this crap, I'll ride my bike. Then they're like, oh, then they're coming for you for that. And then Victoria, like, it's pretty bike friendly. Like, there's a lot of bike lanes, so it's nice to have. But there are some people that are just so pissed off about bike lanes. Like, they don't want any bike lanes in the fucking city. You know? They're always bitching, oh, fucking bike lanes, slowing down traffic. And then meanwhile, when there's roads that don't have bike lanes, they'll fucking practically run you over. The cyclists getting killed by these fucking idiot drivers that don't pay attention. They don't give you any room when they're passing you. So if there's no bike lane, you're risking getting run over all the time. Like, people just want to bitch about shit, I guess. Like, bike lanes are a lot safer. It's a good way to get around. I mean, if more people biked, there'd be a lot less traffic. People who drive cars should be wishing for more cyclists. That'd fucking clear up the road for you. I think some of these car drivers are just pissed off that they got to spend their entire fucking paychecks on gas, insurance, license fees, and everything else to drive their oversized fucking pickup trucks. So they fucking bitch because they're mad at cyclists who aren't paying all those costs. So they lobby for shit. They want to make sure that the cyclists get fucked in the ass too by the government. Shitty people. Yeah. So you don't want to pay for so much gas, ride a bike. I mean, Christ, gas is like fucking, last I looked it was like $2.10 a liter. That was like yesterday. You know how much I pay for gas on my bike? Fucking nothing, that's right. Zero, zip, zilch. I don't buy insurance, I don't have to have a license. It's perfect. That's like 3 fees gone right there. And that means I can put my money in other things, like, you know, food. How about that? Maybe not, and I don't have to work as many hours. Like I used to work like 4 10-hour shifts a week for years, right, at my job. And then the last like few months, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. Give me 3-day weeks. So they did. So I work 3 days a week now, 10-hour shifts, and it's fine. I'm not a person that needs like a lot of money because I save money in other ways. I keep my spending to a minimum. I'm not wasting my money on getting drunk or drinking. Like some people, I don't have to go to the club every fucking night like some people. Or drive around in a fucking big car. I don't need any of that shit. Give me a bike and a fucking road, I'm good. Video game, I spend my money there. That's my vices. And it's nice, so that I don't have to fucking work all the time. I mean, this week I got 5 days off because I'm going to Vancouver tomorrow for a Croctical concert. My daughter's like super excited to go to that. So. But boy, was that expensive. Already dropped $1,000 on it. Because she wanted all this VIP stuff. And then we got to get there earlier, so we had to get $400 to fly just there. Not even back. Just there. For 2 people. But it would just be insanity to have to take the ferry there and back. Because we won't be getting a hotel because the World Cup's there, so. Good luck getting a hotel. They're like $2,000 a night. So we just opted to like, we're going to go to the show, and then after the show, we're going to take the subway to another part of town, to this other Denny's we found that's kind of en route to get to the terminal. We're going to go hang out in a Denny's and eat there. And then we'll get the bus at 5 to the ferry for 7 and get back into town probably like 9, 10. So it'll be a long day. We'll be up for about 24 hours. Then I work the next night. It'll be fine. I don't think it's supposed to rain, so that's a plus. I'm bringing an umbrella anyway, just in case. But I just got this small little one. I can shove in my pocket, so it won't be in the way. Should be a fun trip. We'll be on the train, we'll be on the plane, and we'll be on the ferry. We'll be like, traveling all ways. Taxi to the airport. So planes, trains, and automobiles. Like that movie. It's a funny movie if you've never seen it. Like John Candy in it. I think Peter Griffin was based on that character. From Family Guy, like so similar. But today, we're just riding and vlogging. This is a nice road, lots of trees. I like that. Trees are good to have around. They keep like, especially on hot days, you ride under some trees, it's actually nice and cool. So they're great to have. Like out here under these trees, just riding it's really nice. Good breeze too. I mean, once I get out of the tree part and get into the where it's all like farmland and stuff, it'll probably be hot as fuck out there. But right now, trees. It's a good road. cruising. Well, that's quite a cool looking car. I don't know what kind of car it is, but it looks cool. It looks like something Batman would drive, except silver. Oh, people on scooters, eh? Yeah, I stick to the e-bike and the e-scooter. Like, I would probably do more scooter vlogs if the scooter had the range they promise, but it doesn't. Its range is probably like 40, 50 clicks. It's supposed to have 105, but I don't see how you'd ever get that. Which I talked about in my review video of that scooter. It's good for getting around town though, like, it's great for that. It's nice to have that speed when you want it. I'm sure it'll be illegal in a couple of years, the way they're going with the laws. But, you know, for now, I'm enjoying it while I can. But today, we're on the bike. Sprinkler going on over there. I just got passed by a Jeep. Oh, here's a nice cool spot. Good amount of shade here. Here's some tall trees. Yeah, I wore a hoodie, but I might take it off. Kind of hot. No horses, huh? There we go. This is another one of my favorite roads to take. Because it'll go right out to the... If I keep going off this road, it'll go right to the water. I don't think we'll go that far today, but maybe close. Kind of just depends. Kind of a garden placey there. Hidden driveways. Is Batman's driveway hidden? Are we gonna pass by the Bat driveway? Like in the old 60s show, it just comes out of like a cave out of nowhere. Fresh strawberries. I wouldn't mind some fresh strawberries. Well, I'm not gonna get it today because I don't want to carry them back. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know if I'll be coming back this way though. If I do, I might not remember. I might pop in and grab some strawberries. They got a lot of benefits actually. With the leaves too, you can make a tea out of the leaves. It's pretty beneficial. You can just eat the leaves too. It's got like vitamin C and shit. I don't really get them too often because I mostly like again, beef and eggs. That's what I mainly have, or bacon. Oh, lights changing. We're by the butterfly gardens. Oh, if we, well, it's like all gutted now. They tore it right down. Right over there, that was another Floyd's Diner that caught fire and burned down. That's all that's left of it. So, hopefully the camera picked that up. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much down to the ground. They have to rebuild that from scratch. I never have been at that Floyd's Diner though. That was another really old car. Look at that. Fuck. There's a lot of really old cars out tonight. It's cool. I always like looking at really old cars. I mean, I wouldn't want to own one because it's too expensive. Hard to get parts for, hard to repair. So anything you gotta do with it, it's gonna cost you a fortune. Look at this. There's a couple of, like goats or something there, just chilling out. Like no fence or nothing either, just hanging out. Isn't that wild? Let me get a photo of that too. It might be too bright. I don't know if I got that one. Let's see. All right, there we go. But it is hot as fuck stopping here, so I'm gonna keep going. Otherwise I'll fucking melt. And I'm gonna have to ditch the hoodie in a sec here. I'll wait till I get to like another shade spot or something. Stop there. I'll keep an eye out for like a little wildlife and thing that I can maybe show you. Oh, here's sort of a shady spot. Just a little bit there. No. Take this hoodie off here. Alright, that's done, and now we can continue on down the road. Look at that, it's a perfectly trimmed bush. That's pretty accurate. Okay. It's about, that one was about 2 clicks off. This is festival. Okay. I guess there's a festival down there somewhere. Or maybe it's up here, I'm not sure. The arrow was a little bit hard to figure out where they were pointing at exactly. Well, we may or may not see a festival as we're riding along. We'll find out. We're coming up on this place that's supposed to have the best milkshakes in town. And I tried them, they're pretty good. I don't know if they're the best in town, but they were alright. Recently, I think the best milkshake I had was surprisingly at a Denny's. Like, by recently, I mean like a few months ago. but yeah, it's like some guy that worked there for like a long time, and he was just amazing at making milkshakes. I went there like late at night, and he has the best milkshake I had in a long time. Like Denny's generally is not really known for like being a good milkshake place, but I was pleasantly surprised. Like honestly, I think that the milkshake I had at that Denny's was better than the place there that's supposed to be the best milkshakes in town. I think the ones at Denny's were actually better. One kind of milkshake I used to get in the 90s, because they would do it for you, is I would get a Neapolitan milkshake where it's like strawberry, chocolate, vanilla ice cream mixed, and I get that made into a milkshake. And places won't do that for you anymore, but back in the 90s, they would, if you asked for that, they would make it for you. And boy, was it good. That's one of the things I sort of miss with the carnivore diet, which is not being able to have milkshakes that often. Like, I really shouldn't be having any, but I break down and I have them sometimes. Yeah. But every few months. So, yeah, a few times a year. It's not a big deal. And then I'll always have a fast after I do that, as I said before. So if you're ever doing like carnivore diet or keto diet, or, you know, cheat once in a while, because it'll keep you on the diet for the long term. Like, I think if I never cheated, I would just fall off the wagon one day completely and never go back. So, having those little cheat times here and there where I have something like a treat, you know, it makes all the difference. It allows me to stick to it. Because like it's, yeah, I'll go out and have a milkshake one day, or I'll have an ice cream once in a while, but then it'll always be followed by a fast and then back on track, you know, for a while before I do it again. And then, like, you know, exercise is good to do too, so that's where the biking comes in. That's what I mainly do for exercise. I just ride the bike. And yes, you get exercise on an e-bike. I do a lot of pedaling. Like when I do these long, like 60 click rides, I will pedal the whole time. Unless I'm coasting down a hill or something. But jogging, I will never jog. It's horrible for your knees and hips and like all your joints, really. It's just the worst thing you can do. Like jogging, marathon running. Like just regular walking's all right because it's like low impact on your joints, and that's actually good for you to go for little walks, which I will do sometimes, but not very often. I'm mostly like, get me on the bike. That's what I want to do. But yeah, that seems to be the key to living healthy. Just get some exercise and eat real food. Like you don't even have to do carnivore or keto. Just eat real food. Don't eat any processed shit. Like if you're one of those vegan weirdos, eat real vegetables. Don't be trying to duplicate meat with all this processed crap. Eat like real stuff. I mean, I really wouldn't recommend being a vegan. I don't think it's a good way to go, but if that's what you want to do, I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. Just so you do a little less damage on yourself, Stick to the real stuff, have a real potato. Like the new scam they got going on, they offer things like keto chips and stuff, and the keto, it's all garbage. It's just fucking trying to milk the keto thing, and I wouldn't eat that shit either. It's real food. Cook it yourself is the best way. Because at least when you're the cook, you know what's in it. Yeah, it's fucking hell, eh? That's gonna be fun. Alright. 46, 46, oh, 47. Can we get to 50? Nope, 47. I will say though, that was a nice breeze. That was pretty awesome. Now we're getting out kind of like by farms and stuff, so it's gonna probably get a bit hotter out here. I'm riding a bit later in the day though, so it might cool off. I'll probably take the trail back too, so I may loop around, or again, I'm not really sure. There's an old ass church across the street. Probably saw it on the way. Like looked like some old 1800s church. There's a big old field beside us here. You should be able to see that. Looks like they're just growing grass. I could be wrong, but I probably am. But to me, it just looks like a big field of grass. I'll stop temporarily right here. Maybe a little bit of a pan around there. So there's the grassy field. Some more trees still, that's good. I like me some trees. Kind of trying to keep an eye out for like cool wildlife or something. Farm stuff. Mount Newton. I gotta keep an eye out for deer crossing. Recently, I started watching old Mythbusters clips on YouTube. Some of those are pretty wild. I used to watch that show all the time when it aired. Pedals being weird. But yeah, I was watching one like today. They were trying to make a water taser. It didn't work. But it sort of worked at the end, but it wouldn't be practical because they found some guy with a Tesla coil, and they were firing lightning through this fucking squirt gun at a dummy. They did manage to electrocute it then, but I mean, it's not like you're gonna carry that around in your pocket. So. Then I watched another one. It was like a Star Wars special, and they had like two like logs, and they were like crushing cars between it, like the Ewoks with the AT thing. And then they did the Luke and Leia swing in that episode. And what was the other thing they did? Oh yeah, the Hoth thing. They were trying to see if Luke could survive being inside a Tauntaun. Just watch them on YouTube. Like they got a Mythbusters channel that just pretty much has all the episodes. It's pretty cool. I think I probably watch YouTube more than anything. That's why I keep the premium subscription I have for that, because I use it. Oh, there's a horse there. I saw him as I was going by him. So I don't know if you guys saw him. I guess I'll find out later. It is a really nice part of the road here, like lots of trees. Good view, nice and cool, keeping the sun off you. Look at it this time. 45, 46. That's it. Oh, 47. Oh, 48 there. Got the 48. I think the fastest I ever got up to on this bike, let's just go down a hill. Because the bike's top speed, if I put it in like gear 5, it's like 45, 40, depending on the battery. But the fastest I've ever gone on the bike was going down a steep hill, and I got up to like 68, I think it was, or 69. It was somewhere. Maybe it was 6-7. There's some kids laughing right now because I said 6-7. Oh, I said it again. They're laughing again. They're left, we got some ocean. It's hard to see between the trees, though. I'm pretty sure we'll see some more ocean, though. I could just make this like an airport loop again. I don't know. I'm thinking of going a little further than the airport, though. Pretty nice road, though. Must have been paved recently. Lines look like brand new. Don't see any cracks or anything in the road either. It's like decent. Got a smooth road and some trees. Good combination. Currently riding at 21 kilometers an hour, which conveniently matches how far we've gone, which is also 21 kilometers. How about that? Another thing I find I watch a lot of on YouTube is police chases. Something just really entertaining about high-speed police chases. Yeah, I watch a lot of that. Or just like funny shit I find. My daughter got me watching RuPaul's Drag Race like a couple years ago. Back then I had no clue what it was, right? I thought it was like they had a race or something. And she introduced it to me with, I think it was season 6. And then I was kind of hooked after that. I ended up watching every season except for 13 I bailed on. I couldn't get through that one. Watched all of them. I found the first 3 seasons were kind of They weren't that great. It seemed like the show really picked up at about season 4. Like season 4, I was like a big fan of the Sharon Needles at the time because she was all like kind of goth, kind of remind me of Marilyn Manson a little bit. Then I found out later on in years she turned into like some horrible person or something, or was found out she was horrible, so she got like canceled or something. But at the time that I watched the season, I didn't know any of this, right? I was just going by who was on the show. They had like a Cher impersonator that was pretty fun. There's one thing they'll call Jiggly, and RuPaul will, can I call you Jiggly? Always laugh. And then they had this other one that was like overconfident, got thrown off the show because I don't know, she's like fucking some dude or something on set, or snuck. I don't know what the story was, but she was supposed to like lip sync, or no, somebody was. Adora was supposed. No, I was season 6. I'm getting them all mixed up now. But I think Adora and somebody was supposed to lip sync, and then before she eliminated someone, she brought out it was like Willem or somebody and said, "Oh, you got to get off the show." Because you broke a rule, and they never really said what the rule was. I think that was season 6. Oh wait, maybe it was season 4. Yeah, I think it was Cher and Needles was lip syncing in that one against somebody. I mean, it was Fifi. Fifi was awful. Like that person, holy fuck, just connivingly evil on the show. I don't know if she's like really like that in real life, but on the show, holy fuck. Couldn't stand that one. And then they had her again on All Stars, and she was like there to try to repair her reputation because I guess everybody hated her. And then she was still more hateable. It's funny. And then like 5 had Jinx Monsoon, and that's a talented fucking dude right there. Just hilarious. So yeah, I am a straight guy, but I have favorite drag queens. Why is there all these dead birds here? What the fuck? That's like the 3rd one I've seen. That's weird. Like they look like they died recently too. Like somebody out there shooting them or something? Like what the fuck? But yeah, I think like my favorite ones to watch, like Bianca Del Rio, because she's fucking hilarious. And then Jinx again, because hilarious, super talented. And then Adora was fun too, liked her. Recently Discord, that fucking chick's hilarious. She's got her little weekly thing. I watch it every week. It's like usually a little like a 5-minute video. She'll just talk about whatever. And it's always funny. And then the walk. Big Discord fan. Discord Adams, I believe is her name. People hearing this are probably like, he must be gay. Nope, not. I mean, it's like Survivor. I got hooked on that show for the first time it came out, like the first season. It's that format, right? And so RuPaul's Drag Race is kind of that format. It's got, you know, the standard reality TV show interviews with all the drama and shit. And boy, there's some drama. And then some of the like the outfits they come up with is pretty wild. And then the comedy challenges and the roasts and things. And the Snatch Game's usually always pretty funny. Like All-Stars I tend to not watch. I don't like the way they eliminate, or the weird point systems and bracket things, and I'd rather just be like the regular show. Although I guess this season I'm sort of watching All-Stars because I'm watching the pit stop because Bianca Del Rio is hosting it. So I'm kind of watching it for her because she's funny. So I'm sort of seeing the All-Stars season anyway via the pit stop. Which, you know, that works for me. Okay. And then I watched a couple seasons of that Dragula. It was kind of interesting. It was like horror drag or something. Some of the stuff they came up with was pretty interesting. But I ended up not sticking with that one because it wasn't as funny. I liked the horror aspect of it, but it needed more comedy. So I kind of lost interest in that one. But whenever there's like a new season of like the regular RuPaul Drag Race, me and my daughter, we watch it together every time. It's become like a thing. It's a tradition now. But mostly I'll watch like superhero shows or mafia types. Like Sopranos I was way into until season 6. Like I don't know what the fuck happened with season 6 in that show, but damn did it get downhill. So like nowadays when I rewatch it, I stop at the end of season 5 when Tony runs one way and Johnny Sack gets arrested. And for me, that's the end of the show. Because I've tried to watch season 6 a couple of times, I've gotten through it, and it's just the ending pisses me off every time. And just the whole season 6, like it's not good. It's almost like they brought in different writers or something and were trying purposely to ruin it or something. Like they made Tony into just such a piece of shit in season 6. Like the other seasons, he was still kind of likable, you know? Season 6, you were just like, wow, what an asshole. Like the goal apparently was to make you hate Tony. Like there was a couple of like fun parts of season 6, but overall it's just the worst fucking television I ever saw. It was awful. Hated it. But I still love the show. Like the first 5 seasons I think are great. It's got some holes too though. Like there's some things I kind of wish they'd followed up on. Like when they were stuck in the cold in that van, Chrissy and Paulie, because of the Russian guy, and the Russian guy got away, it looked like, and he never found the body or nothing, and then nothing ever came of it. Like I was half expecting one of the future episodes, the Russian guy to just like show up, but nothing. He just disappeared, and you never saw him again. So it's like, well, what the fuck? So they kind of just didn't go anywhere. But overall, I mean, it was a great show until season 6. It's like Dexter too. I loved the first like few seasons of Dexter, but the last season, it's just like it wasn't that good. I didn't like it. They started fucking with the lore too much. Like I didn't like that in season 8 they changed it so that Harry didn't come up with the code anymore. Now it was this other fucking doctor chick. And then it's just like, come on, you like stop. Like I don't know what it is with the last seasons of shows. They just seem to fuck them up. There's some motion for you. But yeah, like with Dexter too, I didn't like that season. I think with Dexter, like the best season, honestly, is the very first one. With the Ice Truck Killer, that's just the best season. And then season 2 I liked a lot too, because it was Dexter, they were hunting him. That one was fun. Season 3 I thought was kind of weak. Season 4 I feel like it's a bit overrated. Like I still liked it, but I was kind of pissed off. Like it seemed like they killed Rita off for no reason. Like for me, that kind of stuff. That's a pretty good view here too. I gotta give you these good ocean views. But I feel like the show kind of jumped the shark when they killed Rita. But then I mean, I did like season 5 because it was kind of like a revenge, like with the Barrel Girls, and they had the one that escaped, and then Dexter helped her get revenge. Like I love that plot. It's like Kill Bill in a way. It's that kind of revenge plot story. So I thought that one was pretty good. And then I think season 6 was like the the religious guy that was just delusional and was seeing an imaginary guy that he already killed, as we found out. Oops, spoilers. Man, it's an old show. Like, you're gonna be spoiled. It's just how it is. But like, that season was okay. It had its moments. It was kind of like on the start. It wasn't as good as like the earlier ones. And then like season 7, I can't really tell you what I think of it. I can't fucking remember anything from it. It just wasn't memorable. So I'm gonna have to go with that one was probably bad. That's why I don't remember it. Oh wait, I do remember now. That was the season after Deb found out Dexter was a serial killer, which she caught him killing the religious guy. And then she was like trying to make Dexter not be a killer anymore. And she was being a private detective and threw away her whole career, which pissed me off. So. Loud ass truck. So yeah, season 7 I didn't like either. Like season 7 and 8, those weren't good. Season 3 could have been just called I Need a Friend. It was alright though. But I liked it up to then. And then the New Blood, it was okay, but it wasn't that great. The ending kind of sucked. But then they redeemed themselves. Like Dexter Resurrection, like wow, that was really good. I was very, very impressed with that one. Looking forward to season 2 of that. Absolutely love that one. And that Origin one, the Dexter, what the fuck was it called now? I'm blanking on the name for some reason. The Young Dexter Show. That's what I call it, I can't remember the fucking name. But I like that one too. That one was pretty good. But Resurrection, like that's like peak TV right now. And then like Sons of Anarchy, I was way into that show too. Overall, that show was pretty good all the way through, for the most part. I mean, the ending was a bit of a downer, but at least it was an ending, you know? Not the best ending. I don't know, shows seem to always drop the ball in the end. I don't know what it is. Like they'll start out with a great concept for a show, and the show will go along, it's like good, it's like good, it's like good. Then they get to the end, and it's like they don't know how to end it. And it just goes to shit no matter what they do. It's happened with so many shows. The Sons of Anarchy was almost like Sopranos on motorbikes. Yeah. Enjoyed it. And then the whole Arrowverse, I used to watch like all those shows. I loved the crossover events they would have. Those were fun. But the Arrowverse I got into like really early. Like at the time Arrow was on, it was just running its second season at the time, and I stumbled on it on Netflix. So I started watching it. I didn't realize it was Green Arrow, and I just said, "Oh, Arrow, what's this?" And so I start watching, and then I realized, oh, this is Green Arrow from DC. But that Arrow was kind of more like Batman than the DC Green Arrow. But really liked the first like 3 seasons of it. And then it kind of went downhill after that. I still watched it all. I stuck with it right till the end. And the Flash got introduced on that show, so then I started watching the Flash, and again with the Flash, like the first like probably 3 seasons were good. And then it kind of went to shit after that. I had a couple of seasons where it got a little good for a while, but there was another one I stuck with right till the end. But I think the peak season was season 1 really was the best season. Season 2 was kind of like a repeat of season 1 with some Zoom was in a black costume instead of his comic one, but it would have been confusing if Zoom was in his comic one because he would have just looked like fucking Reverse Flash. But like season 4 with that fucking brain guy, that was just so bad. I still remember like one part in that season where some wand thing that Barry was trying to get, and the guy in the chair, I forget his fucking name, but they're both trying to get to it. Barry's a fucking speedster, and yet somehow this guy who's not a speedster beats him to the fucking thing. I was like, what? Or like when Barry fucking gets framed and he's like in the house and he sees the knife. It's like, you're a speedster. And the police are there, oh no, what am I going to do? You're a speedster. Speed away, stupid. And he just fucking stands there and lets them arrest him. Like willingly goes to jail, and then his powers get exposed because he forgot there was cameras in a jail. I mean, what the fuck were they thinking with that season? Throw me up the wall. And like Savitar's season 2, like it was okay, but it was kind of predictable. Like everybody knew Savitar was going to be Barry. And the writers are in the interviews, like, oh no, it's not him, we promise. And then of course it was him, and everything, oh, well, you lied to us. But I mean, I still didn't mind. It was a little bit too much, like, we're going to save Iris. So. And then the Supergirl show, I actually liked pretty much all of it. It was good. I thought that chick played a good Supergirl. I like the suit too because it was a lot like the comics. I like when they're comic accurate. Like with the Batwoman show, I only watched the first season of it, and it was like, that's enough. I mean, I thought the suit looked good in that one. Like, it looked a lot like the Batwoman comics, so that was pretty good. But some of the writing just wasn't that great in that one. So I lasted one season. And then like Legends of Tomorrow, I watched all of that too. That was kind of like Doctor Who with superheroes. So I enjoyed that one. Camera battery at? We're gone 29 kilometers. So. Oh, we still got lots of power. And then Constantine had like a show where it was like one season of it. I never watched all of that. I watched like an episode or two and I never got back to it. I might finish it at some point. I think the best of all those though was Superman and Lois. Like that one was great. I think that show did Doomsday better than Zack Snyder did. Streets this. Oh, I should have looked. I might have to turn there. Wait. Oh, I do want to turn there. Yeah. But yeah, Superman Lois was great. And then like Smallville, there's a show that took me a few attempts to actually get into. Because everybody kept saying, oh, it's so good, you gotta watch it. I tried watching it like a few times. Like the first time, is like I couldn't get past like the third episode of season 1. It was too much fucking teen love drama. And I was like, what the fuck is anybody seeing this? And it's awful. And then I would try again, and then one time I was just, well, I'll stick it out. I ended up watching the whole thing. And I think by about season 3, 4, maybe it started to get actually pretty good then, and so I ended up liking it. I thought the guy that played Lex Luthor was really good. He did a good job. I was a little annoyed that he'd never wear the Superman suit, though. I mean, at one point, they're practically forming the fucking Justice League in Metropolis. Everybody's moved there. And he's sitting there running around as the Streak. Like, what the fuck? It's like at that point, he should have just been in a suit, starting a Superman journey. They should have just renamed the show Superman. Like Smallville, the Superman years, and had him suited up and given us our classic Superman. But we never got that because he wouldn't wear the suit. I think it would have been so much better if we'd got the suit. And another show that kind of pleasantly surprised me was the show Gotham. Because at first I'm like, oh, this is probably not going to be good. It's going to be like fucking Bruce Wayne, who's a little kid and not Batman yet, and fucking every Batman villain. And it kind of was that, but the people that did the villains were so good. You're like, you know what? I kind of like this. It ended up being a lot better than I thought it would be, so I wound up watching the whole thing. And then we got to see Batman in the suit at the very end for like 2 seconds, but yeah. But I didn't mind that one. There's been a lot of good superhero TV shows. And some stinkers. Or shows that started off good and went to shit. But I can pretty much watch superhero stuff like all day. Movies. And I'm not like one of these like Marvel or DC people. I like both. I'll watch it all. You give me something with superpower, I'll be like, superpowers, I'm there. Let me watch it. What is it? I don't care if it's Marvel, DC, whatever. I'll watch it. I used to watch that show Heroes just because they had powers. It kind of reminded me of the X-Men. Except not quite. And then it kind of went to shit. Started off really good though. But again, like it did the thing, the classic thing a lot of shows do. They start off great and then they just go to crap. That's kind of like, that's what I like to watch anyway. Superheroes, crime shows. Used to be an Untouchables TV show that was like about like getting Al Capone. I loved that show. That was good. You want to talk good mafia movies? Like Goodfellas. That one's probably the best one. And then Godfather 1 and 2. Casino. That's another good one. Look at that old car. Oh, it's a truck. Okay, let me review that. Look at that old truck. The other thing I like about Grand Theft Auto Vice City is Ray Liotta, who was in Goodfellas, does the voice for your character. Which I think is just awesome. Like, first time I heard that, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's like I'm playing Goodfellas. Except the game was more like Scarface. It was like a bit Scarface, a bit Miami Vice. I don't know, I guess this way? Is that car gonna hit me? Hope not. Oh, I can't go that way. I gotta go over this way, I think. I see like a thing to get across the highway there, it looks like. Can I get to it though? Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Well, fuck. How do I get to that thing? Well, we'll just do this. Maybe there's a place I can turn off over here, because I don't want to go on the fucking highway. Where's the highway go? It's fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Fuck that shit, I'm out. I'm not going on the highway because fuck that shit, I'm out. There you go. Maybe this little road will take me to that thing to go across the highway. We shall see. Wait, am I at the ferry terminal? Well, shit. I'm not saying I'm lost. I just don't know where I am. Yet. Oh, I just saw the walkway as I went by it. That thingamajigger. Kind of hidden. There we go. And away we go across the thing. Hey, Beavis. That was pretty cool. Yeah. That's cool. That's my Beavis and butthead. Hey, butthead. What are we gonna go down here? Wait a minute. Dokily. That's fucking. It's a tight ass fucking turn right there. We're heading to Lochside Trail now. Okay. Now I guess we go this way, I think. Maybe. I mean, I suppose I could check the map, but where's the fun in that? I see Lochside on this side of the thing, so let's just cross here and go on the other side. Well, it just says Lochside, so Lochside should take me right back. So there we go. By golly, I think I've got it. I mean, I'm still technically lost, but not quite. Look at that, another pretty cleanly trimmed bush over there. Oh, nice and cool here. It must be close to the ocean. You feel that ocean breeze. I like it. That's one nice thing about living like out in Victoria here is you got a lot of like nice trails and things to ride on. And you don't really get snow in the winter much. Like this last winter we didn't get any snow, so that was awesome. I was happy with that. Year before we had some snow, but not a lot. It lasted a couple weeks. This year got lucky. The worst snow we ever got was the blizzard of '96. It was like about 4 feet of snow just everywhere. Everything was shut down. You couldn't get anywhere. I was snowed in my house, stuck in for like 3 days before somebody bailed me out. A friend came over, he dug his way over to the door we got. Because we had like a sliding glass door at the time, living in this basement suite. We had to go out, it's like this wall of snow, couldn't get anywhere. We're by like a boat dock or something here. Okay. See. Yeah, it's a great place if you like riding a bike. Bit on the expensive side though. Like, I've been here since, I think like 95. Before that, I was heck all over the place. Went to Ontario for a little while. Grew up in Alberta. Hated Alberta. Too many fucking mosquitoes. Cold in the winter, like fucking 8 months of the year. It's snowing. That's why I live here. There's nice people in Alberta. I just don't like the weather. A lot of rednecks too, though, in Alberta. The kid got a cape. He's like a superhero. That's funny. Cute. Anyway, moving on. We're still on the Lochside Trail here. Yeah. Oh, this is BC Ferry. No, there's a Lochside sign. I just saw one. Okay, we're good. We're on the right direction. Oh, there's a silver punch buggy right there across the street. So, you know, again, if you're playing that game, silver punch buggy now returns. I've probably seen others and just forgot to point them out. I think that's the first one I saw today. That's the only one I can remember. I think that used to be an old police truck or something. Still like kind of painted like one. Alright. A little bit confusing here. Which way is Lochside now still? I think it's that way. He thinks we go this way. Yep, Lochside. There we go. I'm going the right direction. Yay! That's a really quiet motorcycle. Oh, let's go this way, I think. Yep. There we go. On 34 kilometers so far. Won't be there. It sounded like I was riding a fucking horse or something. Like right beside the highway now. Passing on an RV place. Oh, it'd be kind of fun to like get an RV or something to go traveling around across the country and finding cool bike trails and riding them. That'd be cool to do. One day. Maybe. I don't know. Wait, I'm supposed to turn there, was I? I don't think so. I'm going to assume it's still this way. That guy kind of looked like Willie Nelson a little bit. He liked my helmet. He gave me a little nod there. Like a nice guy. A lot of bugs there. I don't think any of them flew up my helmet, so. If one did, I guess you'll see me stop and have to get the bug out. It happens. I think we're good though. No hitchhikers. Mills Road. On the way back, we might go through Heritage Acres again. It's along the trail. squeaking on the bike there. Seems, yeah. I say this every ride that I do this long, but I really got to get a more comfortable seat. Then I procrastinate and I don't get it. What the fuck is squeaking? I figured it had to be the brakes doing that. I just had these fucking brakes fixed like maybe a month ago. Like not that long ago. And they're already like kind of wearing out. Like they don't fucking last long. I miss the old braking systems they had on bikes. They were easy to fix too, because they just buy a set of new rubber pads. They were like $2. And they were easy, like my 10-year-old ass could put them on. Those things were nice. The trail continues here. We're by the Sydney sign here. You can see that. And then we connect to the trail just over there. I'm not sure which light's gonna go. See our connection. Sometimes I'll come down from that road there, which is like Beacon Avenue or whatever, doing my that loop. That's when I went to the airport loop. I think was that way. Today we went a little further though. Got a little lost. That was fun. It's fun to get lost sometimes though. You see new shit. Fucking squeaking again. It's not the chain because I wasn't pedaling there when I checked. It's got to be the brakes. Oh, them's the brakes. Oh, there's a yellow punch buggy. I saw it go by on the highway there. An interesting pattern on the trail here. What caused that? Almost looks like it was set on fire or something. Yeah, we're right by the fire station too, so you never know. Maybe they were practicing. Here by Sydney. This will end up being a pretty long ride too. Did 60 yesterday. Actually, I did more than 60 because I went on another ride with my daughter after that. We ended up doing another 25, I think. So I think I had to do. I think I did like 80 something yesterday. And we're 36.7 now, so Going back. Okay. This one might end up being about 65, 70. So a lot of kilometers, which I like doing. So. Oh yeah, there's another walkway, you gotta turn. I remember this part. You gotta go this way. Oh, you have to go ride by the ocean again. As you can see up ahead there. Got an airplane overhead. Look at that, another neatly trimmed bush. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I guess I just got a dirty mind. Can't help it. That's my humor, I guess. Here's another airplane. Well, you are kind of probably close to the airport, I guess. It's like behind us. The ocean. Check the battery. The yellow zone. We're not hurting yet, so. All good in the hood, as they say. Almost chilly by the ocean. That's what you do when you live out here. If it's a really hot day, is go hang out at the ocean. You'll be nice and cool. If you live in the prairies, well, you just suffer, I guess. Like some air conditioning or something. You jump in a pool. But you know, that ocean breeze just makes it so nice. It's like being almost in like an air-conditioned room now. It's like a good chill coming off the ocean. Big fan. I like that. So, that grass is like so fucking short, it looks like it's fake grass. This one too. Maybe it's just new. Kind of yellow. I guess if it was fake, it'd be more green, right? That makes sense. It's probably just like new grass or something. Or they got like a really fucking low lawnmower. I don't know. There's a weird little like a sea monster, like a sculpture there. See that across the street? It's supposed to look like a sea monster. I'm not sure who sculpted that, but it's kind of neat. Could I show you that? Now we're in North Saanich. Because this part's kind of still technically Sydney, though. To me, anyway. The sign did say North San. I feel like a willow tree is only droopy or something. I'm guessing. I hope that squeaking doesn't pick up on the camera. That might be annoying. Yeah, I really don't like disc brakes these days. Kind of annoying. They stop good, but fucking squeaking and shit. Problems you have with them. They don't seem to last very long either. Gotta go this way, so we'll do a little signal there. I just won't stop fucking squeaking. Nothing I can do about it. So, get it into a shop when I'm done with my Vancouver trip. I think it'd be fun to ride a bike to Vancouver, like just ride out to the ferry there and then just get on the ferry, ride over to Vancouver and just ride the bike around there. I don't think you can do that with like an e-bike though, because you run out of power. Yeah, we're clear. Okay. A deer. That's one thing like Apollo scooters have that is really nice. Is they got that regen braking, so you never have to worry about your brakes wearing out. Because it just uses the motor to brake. I wish bicycles had that too, but maybe it's not possible. On a bike. But that's just a great system because it's quiet. You never run out. Like my old Punk Rider Pro, it had the same kind of a system. It had like drum brakes on the scooter, but it also had the regen. You use a little something, and so it's just like left thumb was brake and right thumb was gas. It's really easy. I actually never even used the drum brakes on that thing the whole time I had it. I would just always use the electric brake. It was nice. Never had to fix the brakes on that thing. I wish my bike was like that. That's the one thing that keeps always breaking on me, is the fucking brakes. Look at these fucking weird squeak going on that just started. Sometimes you hit the brakes, you release it, it'll stop. It's not working now. It just keeps doing it. It was getting worse. How many kilometers I got on this thing anyway? Total, getting close to 5,000. I got 4,778.6. And then so far we've gone 40 kilometers exactly. I don't know what the fuck's squeaking. Maybe it's not the brakes. It's not the chain because it still does it when I stop pedaling. That's gonna drive me nuts. Something I miss in bikes, like the simplicity, like the old BMX I used to ride in the 80s. It was so simple. Not the best for hills though, because it only have one gear. And the brake was like you just pedal backwards and that's your brake. It was built into the wheel somehow. And then I had another BMX later that had like a handbrake, but those ones were so easy to deal with. These fucking disc brakes they got now, there's too many fucking parts and they're annoying. I can never get them right when I try to fix them, so I end up just taking them to a shop. And like my electric scooter I got, it's like a high-powered one, but it has hydraulic disc brakes, which are pretty nice for stopping power, I'll give it that. I actually haven't had any problems with those yet on that scooter. My only gripe with that scooter was just the range, really. Everything else has been just great. What in the fuck is that? The shocks, maybe? I don't know. I give up. Oh, another cleanly trimmed bush. Still kind of by the ocean. Not really visible now, but little parts. Sometimes there's a break in the house, you sort of see it. But still getting that breeze from it, so that's nice. There's a crow. I like crows. I always nod at them because I think they're greedy. I learned that online. That's how you say hello to a crow, you just nod. It's a fun fact for you. I don't know how useful it is for you, but yeah, there you go. I know a lot of useless shit. I guess we're just gonna hear that fucking squeaking the whole ride. Try bouncing the shock, see if it's that. I'm not sure. I don't know what the fuck it is. There's something in the wheel. Next to the highway again. Probably for a while, I just noticed. I know what to check. If I do this. seem to be the wheel. Wonder what that could be. I don't hear it now. Did I get lucky and somehow accidentally fix it? Cool. I'll take it. I just took the bike and I propped it up kind of on the kickstand, and then I hit the throttle and spun the wheel a bit because I was trying to see if it was making the noise, and then I didn't hear it, and I just hit the brakes to stop the wheel, and I put it back down and started riding, and the sound seemed like it just went away. So somehow that process fixed it. Yeah. I must admit, I like riding bikes. I'm not the best when it comes to fixing them. I used to be when I was a kid, but the bikes are a lot more complicated now. I don't like doing it anymore. I'd rather just go to a shop and have someone else deal with it. And then rip me off, probably, or whatever. At least I don't have to do it. The place I've been taking my bike to, though, they've been pretty good with their pricing, so I keep going back there. Oh, there's that fucking squeaking again. I guess it was a temporary fix. It has to be something with the brakes then. That's my only guess. And I don't really know how to fix that, so. Fuck it. I'll just take it to the shop when I can. Like, this part still feels like we're in Sydney. Jeep! Oh, there's a punch buggy, yellow one. I don't think the camera got it, but it was across the street to the left. It's like Dukes of Hazzard orange on that truck. Fucking squeaking again. I'm sure it looks pretty funny how I'm riding right now, but in an effort to give my ass a break from this fucking uncomfortable seat, I kind of shifted up and I'm sitting on the bike's pack on the back and just kind of leaning forward and holding the throttle instead of pedaling for a while. I mean, it's working. Give my ass a break. Probably looks funny as fuck to people who I'm riding by them. The only downside to like bike, if you don't have a good comfortable seat for a long riding, it fucking can suck. Gas still $2. $2.9. That's expensive. Passing them at Chuck's again. A different one. Weird looking building. Fucking squeaking. Should be coming up by Heritage Acres soon. Battery, getting pretty low. Might have to stop and change the battery in the camera. 44.5 kilometers right now. How far we've gone. Heritage Acres ahead of us. I don't see the train running today again, though. It's funny, the one day that I saw them running the train around was the one day that my fucking camera failed and I never got it on film. And ever since then, every time I've gone by here, it's never running. Oh well. It said train rides 2 toots. So that means if I fart twice, I get a train ride? I think I can do that. Looks kind of empty in there right now. I'll probably skip going through there. If the train was going, I probably would have rode through there, but it's just empty. Maybe they're closed. It's kind of late in the evening. So. What time is it? I don't know. I gotta check my phone and see. Oh, it's like 7:40 at night. Probably like one of those places that closes down at like 5 or something. I'm just guessing. Here real quick. Just gonna do a quick battery change, so I will be back in a second. And we're back with a new battery. And continue our vlog. It is more of a ride than a vlog, I suppose. But just kind of talking about whatever. And we're at the 46-kilometer mark on our ride. Like a rabbit just ran over there. Or robins, I think. Or sparrows. I think they're robins, though. Robins are the ones with the big orange belly, right? I mean, could be. And there's that tractor with the skeleton on it. Let's do a little quick detour here. Looks like it's sitting different this time. Sneezer. There we go. And all of a sudden, like every car just decided, let's go down this road right now. That's funny. I'll just wait for him. Go ahead. Something growing in here. This is usually where they grow the pumpkins, but I don't think this is the pumpkins they're growing here. It's just like grass. Because you don't get the pumpkins till like October-ish, so. We're in the farm area now. I don't know what. I don't eat a lot of vegetables anyway, though, so it doesn't really matter what they're growing. 'It's a model airplane thing. I don't see anybody flying anything else. Ain't nobody doing shit today but me, it looks like. High five the tree there. Why? Because I could, that's why. Looks like a blood stain there. That's where the murder happened. No, it wasn't a big blood stain, so it would have been something smaller. Maybe somebody wiped out on their bike there or something. Cars come. Yep, we're over the Whale Tail Farm again. Oh, nice and cool here. Wow, like me trees. Wait, what do we have here? Is this pigs? I'm not sure. Huh. Oh, it is pigs. How about that? Not often I get to see pigs. Cool. Oh, there's like a couple of cats just chilling out here. Hello, kitty. Goodbye, kitty. It's like they were having a meeting. One ran that way, the one ran the other way. bird flying over there. Cool. Yeah, today's vlog is kind of just like a chill sort of ride deal. Not tackling any big issues or nothing today, just kind of chilling out and doing the ride, seeing whatever. Give me a cool view. If you're somebody else who lives in Victoria, you probably know exactly where I am, where I'm riding. We're just chilling. Just got some poop there. Cyclists, use caution. Okay, I will. Let's see here. Shows nobody flying up the road. Okay, we're good. We used caution. A nice part of the trail here. This is a nice trail. The Lochside Trail is what we're on right now. It has my tunnel of trees thing that I like. Interesting birds down there. Yeah, the grips on this bike are not the best. They're quite uncomfortable, but you're kind of stuck with them because of the fucking twist throttle. Like, it'll just make my, like, look at this, my hands like all red and wrinkly and shit. That's all from these fucking grips. I might look into replacing the twist throttle with something else if it's possible, and then I can put some better grips on the bike if I do that upgrade. But I don't know, because I got quite a bit of kilometers. I got almost 5,000 kilometers on here. So it may be getting into the new bike territory at some point. So I may just live with it for now. But I think I could probably get like another year or two out of this bike. Maybe longer. I'm sure I'd have to fix some other things. The controller, probably get a new battery or something. But I do think like the next time I get a bike, I'm gonna get probably a lighter weight one. Maybe even just a regular one. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I can't really have too many bikes. I don't like a lot of room. So. Like there's a community garage where I live, but I don't want to leave too much shit in there. It gets in the way of everybody, right? So. Like we just ran like a basement suite. Cost $2,100 a month. But it's a nice area. So. And then 3 of us share the rent. So it makes it pretty manageable. You know, it's not like a palace or nothing. It's better than the shithole we were in before. So. Before that, we were trapped in this horrible rooming house for like 7 years. Well, 7 years for me, 5 years for my other roommate, and then my daughter, she was there for like 10 years. And then we all just moved out together into this place. It's been so nice. My cat likes it here too a lot. That old place though was just chaos all the time because the landlord would just rent to anybody. So you'd have like crackheads moving in with you. And they got to share a bathroom with them in a kitchen. And it was a nightmare. But because of the housing crisis that was going on, it was all I could find at the time. And then we got lucky. We found this place, and we're in now, and it's just been great. The landlord's really nice too. So we've been here for like a couple of years. I pretty much started my carnivore diet like right after we moved in here, so it was about a month later. And I'm stuck with it. But it's definitely been a lot better like than that fucking horrible hellscape we were in. I'm so happy to be out of there. Couldn't possibly know how happy I am to be out of there. There's a neat little path here. 51, almost 52. I gonna change or what? Oh, fuck this shit. Oh, sure, now it changes. It took so long, I started to think it was broken. And as soon as I started crossing, it went. Maybe it's on like a sensor or something that wasn't far up enough or something. I don't know. Weird. 4 bars on the bike. 52 clicks now. We're a card deck, 52 cards. 52 kilometers. I'm gonna try that thing that worked earlier. Look at this pink car over here. Must be where Barbie lives. This worked last time, we'll see. Maybe we get lucky twice. And made it stop. There we go. How long it'll be like that for, who knows. Got the pace a little bit. There we go. Now we're going the 3-7 configuration. Get some more speed. Oh, there's a fucking squeaking again. I can't win. kind of an interesting street. I'll give you a tip about the best way to drink clean water. Is you get your water, you put in a coffee maker, and you filter that shit through some coffee grounds. Clean water. That's how I drink water. Yeah, boil it and put tea in it. We got another option coming up. I can either keep going down the trail, or I can turn up Royal Oak. I'll have to figure out eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'll probably just go up the trail. That squeaking is annoying. It stops when I hit the brakes, so I know it has to be something to do with the fucking brakes. Oh, there's my sign. Yeah. It's stopped for a little while now. Trail work? I hope so. I had to. I couldn't help myself. getting a little chillier. I might have to stop and throw my hoodie back on. Cool off quick. Stop here and do it. Give you. There's a sort of a view for you. We're back at her. That's a little better. Got the 3 bars on the bike's power. But I am going a little bit quicker now. We're doing 28, 29-ish, around 30-ish, between 28 and 30. Still paddling in the harder gear now. We're on the highest gear. Like 7 is the highest, so it's like the hardest pedaling one. And so I use that for when I'm on gear 3 or higher. The pedal assist will go up to 5, but usually I'll ride it on like 2 or 3. I'll do like most of my rides I'll do on 2, and then when it gets more near the end or on the way home, then I might switch up to 3. I mean, hell, I'd ride it on gear 5 all the time if it had any range, but I'd run out of power. It'd be short rides. Little place you can buy honey there. It's fun to ride a little fast. I'm going 31 now. Okay. I mean, my scooter, I tend to ride a lot quicker. I usually go 35 on minimum on my scooter. That's gear 1. And then if there's like heavy traffic, I'll pop it up to gear 2 and just keep right up with the cars, and I don't have to worry about getting hit. If I'm feeling like braver, I sometimes once in a while I'll throw it up in the gear 3 and we'll go passing the cars. But that's a rare occurrence. I tend to just usually stick with gear 1 going 30. Coming along the home stretch, we're at 58.6 kilometers. So yeah, it's going to be over 60 for sure. That seems to be my average ride lately, is 60 kilometers. Figure since it's later in the evening, I could probably just shoot up Mackenzie. Very yellow car over there. I generally don't like riding my bike up Mackenzie, because especially in heavy traffic, because people just don't give you any room. Since it's later in the evening, all right. What the hell? Might as well. There we go. Thanks. Well, shit, since we're almost there, let's go to fucking gear 5. What the hell? I mean, on low power, it's probably only going to go 40 clicks, but... So we're max gear, max pedal assist now. Bit uphill, though, so I'm only able to get it up to 35. A squirrel there. Let's see. Can we get to 40? Okay. 39.9. Nope. Went back down. Or hill. Oh, there we go. Green light. The lights are with us today. That's nice. Like yesterday, it seemed like I hit every red light there was, and they're all like long as fuck too. But today, we're having some luck. The lights are being kind. There we go, 40. But we're going downhill. That's why I'm not even pedaling right now. So this is just the natural speed you get going down the hill. And we're over the 60 kilometer mark on our distance. So, there you go. Talk about how lucky I was with the lights and a red light. It was a quick changer though, so I still consider it good fortune. In this crazy world, you gotta be as positive when you can, you know? Find your little pockets of happiness, as they say, amongst all the chaos. Like for me, like bike ride, that really just clears your head right out. It's great. That's a pretty wild looking car. I don't know what kind of car it was. One of the like supercars. I don't really know my cars too much. I'm not much of a car guy. Anyways, that'll be the end of this vlog. 61, well, 62 kilometers actually, and we'll see you next time.